Hey everyone, it's Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the massive price of Polkadot of $42.48. If we just take a look back at the last month, coming all the way down from $26 up to $42.48, about a 52 to 53% increase in that last month span. In the last week, though, we do see about a 4.2% decrease, and there's great reasons as to why. We had a massive push up all the way up to $46 surrounding all the hype in the news, and then we had a drop off to 41, rose back up to 46, and then a huge drop to 38, and now stabilizing around 42, 48. Still a great all-time really push here for Polkadot. We are expecting an all-time high push coming in the next couple of weeks and months because of some of the big things that they have announced. November 11th being a very, very big date that a lot of us are watching for now. If you guys are invested in Polkadot, definitely something you should be watching out for. We're going to talk more about that here in just a minute. If you guys have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on if you want to stay up to date with Polkadot, as well as so many other altcoins every single day here on the channel. $42.3 billion in market cap. We have a trading activity that's continuing to push more buy than sell, 61% buy to be exact, and continuing as well to push closer and closer to this all-time high, which is $49.69. As we take a look a little bit more into some of the details and news regarding Polkadot, the first one that we've talked about quite a bit recently is the Polkadot Treasury, currently holding 18,936,300 dot and dot. That is not USD, so you guys can do the math. That's a lot of money, and they're ready to spend on your ideas for building, improving, and educating, and indeed everything else that the Polkadot governance believes valuable. So this is absolutely massive. Gavin Wood talking about this. You guys should understand that Polkadot has a very, very, very solid future, and that's exactly why people have been investing in Polkadot here for quite some time, and definitely more recently than ever. I do want to jump into a couple more tweets and actually a few articles as well before we jump into price predictions and really talking about the end of the year price and the end of the bull market price. So the next tweet's going to be a pretty important one. This one's talking about the road to roll out unstoppable I was actually going to go unstoppable, unupgradable, but it's actually upgradable, unlimited, and feeless substrate IO, and Polkadot from Gap of York, WX Blockchain Summit in Shanghai. Parachains and XCM are ready now. Let's march on and auction the slots on Polkadot on November 11th. So you guys can see there, auctions coming November 11th. We talked about that before. We know it's a big deal. And you can actually see their meeting here. A very, very solid meeting talking about, some of the parachain auctions, and, these auctions are what they're going to be doing and accomplishing. I think we're going to continue to see a lot of people pushing into Polkadot, understanding that the very, very near all-time high is on its way. I do want to jump, though, into BlockFi. If you guys have been on the channel for a while, you guys have probably heard about BlockFi, and there's great reasons as to why. If you guys are interested anytime during this video, jump down to the bottom of the description. You'll see BlockFi, and it'll actually give you a chance of up to $250 worth of Bitcoin when you sign up. So basically, the idea of BlockFi is to earn more from your crypto. Your crypto can earn up to 8.25% APY with a BlockFi interest account or BIA account. Interest occurs daily and is paid monthly. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balances, and no reason to wait. So think of things like Polkadot, where there's massive, really staking involved there. You can get great returns up to about 12% or so. With some things like Chainlink, some other coins as well, there are no staking options. That's where really BlockFi, in my opinion, comes into play very, very well, because you're going to be able to make your money work for you. And that's exactly what we should all be doing, is obviously working smarter, not harder. So definitely use BlockFi. It's going to have a link down in the description. Like I said, using my link will give you up to $250 worth of Bitcoin when you sign up. Jumping into the next tweet, though, we do have, over the past few months, we've been on a process like no other, rebranding Polkadot, a fully decentralized Web3 platform, and we wanted to share an update on where we were and what's happening next. So here they talk about, firstly, what is it? Simply put, Polkadot makes it easier than ever to create, connect, scale different blockchains, decentralized applications, services, institutions, and networks as well. And then they talk more about, in a first for both of us and Polkadot, we are awarded the really debut on chain bounty to articulate the strategic values and rebrand one of the most exciting decentralized brands in the blockchain space. In close collaboration with the elected bounty creators, our process started with a full immersion, speaking to community members and getting under the skin of what it means to be a decentralized brand. So they're taking this whole idea of trying to rebrand Polkadot, which is actually going to be a solid thing in my opinion with what they're actually doing, just rebranding the logo and so much more. We're going to jump into the articles and kind of talk about that as well. So Polkadot-based DAO aims more decentralized governance, more accessible. So this was one thing I wanted to kind of cover very quickly, is looking at it narrowly. The goal of Sub-DAO Labs is to provide small to mid-sized organizations with the tools they need to move beyond centralized governance models and form feature-rich, effective, sustainable, decentralized, autonomous organizations. So a definitely solid thing to see more growing support towards this DAO and making decentralized governance more accessible. I want to jump over to the next article, because this one's going to be important to look at, talking about DOT holders are voting on Polkadot's new look. So the interoperable protocol began a brand overhaul in January. Now the community votes on the final outcome. So this is definitely a cool idea of giving the community their best or favorite picks here. So the Polkadot ecosystem needs for the brand has really, grown immensely and has struggled to effectively communicate its increased complexity. It's only by involving the community throughout the process can a more flexible, adaptable, extensible design language be created. So we'll see what happens with this. We'll definitely keep you guys up to date with Polkadot and the design that they choose to really jump into. We have more here though. Polkadot solves blockchain pain points. It includes Equinix. And really, in the latest research report, they talk more about this. But the big thing to note here, guys, is Polkadot solving blockchain pain points. That's something that we've known Polkadot to do, or do so in the last couple of months, for sure. In the last couple of years, though, as this really community continues to grow, as this ecosystem continues to grow, pain points are something that they are continuing to push. And I'm just going to see, some of these key findings that they point out on Yahoo Finance. Is Polkadot is a blockchain of blockchains, a protocol which introduces mechanisms to govern blockchains in a decentralized manner. It's a blockchain interoperability. So Polkadot connects independent blockchains into one unified network, including public, private, and consortium networks. They go down to talk more about decentralized governance. The governance of protocol alludes to the ability of users of the protocol to decide the future direction of the project. Scalability, so Polkadot is not fully live and does not have parachain, pair-thread capabilities. However, it can already support around 1,000 transactions per second, a significant improvement over Ethereum's 13 transactions per second. And then price. So you can see the price here. The circulating supply of DOT is at 987.57 million, and the equating market cap of 33 billion. If we take a look now, by the way, that has definitely climbed up quite a bit to $42.3 billion. So that was a decently old article, but I just wanted to kind of cover those reasons that people are still investing in Polkadot. If we take a look at the last day altogether, let's give it a refresh here. Taking a look at the last day, about a 3.3% increase, a $47.73 price, continuing to see Polkadot do well. And I think we are going to continue to see do well all the way up into that November 11th date. A lot of people buying the hype and obviously selling what comes play, or really selling the upgrades or selling the news. So we'll see what happens, guys, as we get closer. A lot of people are excited about what Polkadot's doing and where it's, on its way to. So we'll keep you up to date. But one thing I want to say is when it comes down to price predictions, we've given you these price predictions before. By the end of the year, I'm still suggesting anything between $60 to $120. And then by the end of the bull market, anywhere between $160 to $200 is a price range, a price target for me personally going into this, knowing that TA-wise, this is something that I could see happening. And based on a couple different really reasons, if you do your own research, which I will say, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research, but there's great opportunities here with Polkadot. So thanks again for tuning in. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. I'll see you guys all in the next one.